Do you want to see? Oh, look, there she is right there. You see her? Look, she's right there. See her?
And here is our main event, folks. Take a good look at this. We'll name it right here. Let's just call it Meatloaf Count Dutch Kettle Log Rolls.
I have a feeder that's about 125 yards away from camp. One little tip, always have your bow at ready because you never know what. Welcome to A Sportsman's Life. We're so glad you tuned in to join us for another exciting real-world outdoor adventure right here on A Sportsman's Life.
Out to go check our bees.
Just don't stand in front of it, okay?
Okay, don't stand in front of it?
Don't stand in front of it.
Okay.
Just because that's their flight path.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Okay, so they ate all their sugar water.
Oh, they ate all the sugar water. Cool.
Have a little bit of attrition, but
Yeah.
not too bad.
A few of them slipped in there, didn't they?
Smoke them a little.
Okay, this is a new hive.
This is a brand new hive. So this one has brand new queen in it. Okay. So just checking this. Any activity. Okay, you can see they're starting to build that out a little bit.
Oh, yeah, they're starting to fill those out. Good.
Starting to build that out a little. Okay, we're looking for the queen and eggs today. Okay. Lots of nectar in here. No eggs. Ton of nectar. Look, there's a drone right there. See how big he is?
Yeah, okay. Huh, yeah.
Here's a little bit of capped honey.
Yeah.
Some more capped honey.
What's the role of the drones?
They are the males to the queen.
Oh, okay.
They have one job and one job only.
Okay.
And once they do their job, they die.
Let's leave the other die.
Yes. Okay. So they've built this out. We're looking. The queen has a yellow dot on her.
Yeah, this is a new hive, so. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't see.
No, not
I
there.
don't see any eggs. You can see how they're building this out. They're making some honey. Okay. Oh, Lordy, this one's heavy.
It's heavy. So it tells you there's a bunch of honey and things in there.
There's a lot of honey in here.
Oh,
A
it's
lot
the
of
honey.
nectar.
Yeah. Cool.
Don't see the queen.
Still no queen, huh?
Not yet. Oh, sorry. Let's see. See lots of nectar. See this right here in those two right there? That's pollen.
Okay. Well, these are fairly docile, aren't they?
What's what Jake said?
Hopefully the others will be the same way.
It can go from good to bad really fast.
Real fast?
So let's not jinx it.
Okay.
I see some
You need
eggs
to
in
see
here.
the queen, right?
Should. She's got a bright yellow marker dot on her.
Still no queen.
No queen.
We didn't have a queen at this one, so what's your game plan?
So my game plan, I guess, is to maybe steal a frame of eggs from this hive to put into this hive if they have some available. They also ate all of their sugar water.
All right. We had a lot of flowers to begin with, and now we're kind of playing out of flowers a bit. We had a rain, so hopefully that will start creating some more wildflowers as well. Sure, don't have any holes in my clothing.
If there is, they'll find it.
Yeah, we'll find it, I'm sure. How long has this hive been here?
So we split this hive, I think like around April from that hive.
From that hive, so we're now into almost June.
Yes, so
Last week of April,
they have
May.
done really, really well for themselves. We added another box recently because they had filled up the other one.
Yeah.
So you can tell they're starting to
Oh yeah, they're working on that one, aren't they?
this out. They kind of work from the middle out, so that's larvae. This is cap larvae, and then you can see those little round thingies.
Yeah,
That's
you can see the little eggs in
little,
the center. What are you looking for if you're looking for queen, where they lay their eggs for a queen?
So, are you talking about like a queen cup?
Yeah, the queen cup.
So they actually look like peanuts.
Oh, they look like peanuts, okay. So they're
So-
distended outward?
Yes, and they're usually like somewhere in the middle or lower.
Oh, okay.
They have a queen, so they won't be making one.
Yeah.
They seem to be happy with her, and she's laying very well. See that?
You turn and look at the other side, because the other side is solid
Solid capped
and
honey. A few little open cells.
Not very many. Teresa's adding a different frame in hopes that there will be a queen there, or some eggs in there, or something. Maybe even give them a few more bees to work with. But hopefully there will be some eggs laid in some of those, and they'll make their own queen. It doesn't seem like they like the one that they just put in there. But it's not there. If it is, we couldn't find it, and also we couldn't find any eggs. Everything they were doing is honey.
We're going to put this empty one back over here, and we're going to move all these in and put this at the end. Okay, so I'm going to pour 1.5 of 1-to-1 sugar water in there to feed this group of bees, and the other 1.5 in the new hive.
Okay. And what's the purpose of all that?
So this is just to help them draw out their comb and to feed them, because they're still sort of a new hive
Oh, okay.
since we split it from the other one. Do you want to see them? Oh, look, there she is right there. You see her? Look, she's right there. See her? Where are you going, queen? Just don't fly off. Okay, so we found the queen, and she's laying. We found day-old eggs, and so we're going to go ahead and close this up. There's
Yeah,
really-
these really are even now more aggressive. They're not as aggressive as I think they've been in the past, but I can feel them hitting my bee suit. They're butting it right now, but then there's a couple of them that have been trying to sting it as well too.
Yeah, they are actually, compared to the last few times we've been out here, they're very calm.
Really?
That's hard to believe, but I mean,
No. I mean, it's not like
very
they're
swarmed.
aggressive, but it's not like they're trying their darndest to sting me, all of them. You know, like I thought they might be. And those are pretty much full of honey, the ones that you got. Okay. Now they're trying to get mad.
Set it down and we're going to walk away.
bees got a little bit on the aggressive side, so had to leave. They were getting into the camera, and leave Teresa there to finish up. But it's amazing. It's such a great culture. If you're not into beekeeping, you don't need to be into beekeeping. Bees are so very important to everything that happens on this earth. And the more you can learn about them, the better it is. It's one of the reasons I've been out here with her, and I'm so tickled that we have these bees here on our property. And over the next weeks, we're gonna really start trying to plant a few more things, hopefully with this rain that we've had recently, to where there's some flowering plants. And a little bit later on in July and August, maybe we'll get to enjoy some of the honey they've made.
Brought to you by Dallas Safari Club, Conservation, Education, and Hunter Advocacy. Hhoney, accurate, deadly, dependable. Taurus Firearms, maker of the Raging Hunter. Trigicon, brilliant aiming solutions.
Well, folks, we have some B&B pecan wood in this sack. I'll show you some that I've already got split up, and some B&B charcoal. Here's some of our wood that's ready to go, and here is the bigger picture. Have some coals, some of that good B&B charcoal coals almost ready. And here is our main event, folks. You take a good look at this. We'll name it right here. Let's just call it Meatloaf Camp Dutch Kettle Log Rolls. How about that? It could just as well be meatloaf, but these are, you know, raw venison burger, seasoned very well. I have peppers, onions, garlic, powdered garlic chopped up, salt, a little bit of black pepper in there, and just actually any kind of dry seasoning that you like for these. But they're actually just made little logs out of them and wrapped them with bacon. So what we're going to do, we're going to let these coals get just a little bit more ready, let them get white hot, and we're going to put our old Dutch kettle down there on the ground. Now I have this wood set up here because our next program, we're going to, after we get through making this, we're going to go ahead and fry some fish over this fire. So let's put our lid on here, and just a bit we'll set that down on the old fire. We'll put about 7 or 8 coals below it, and then we'll put about 14 on top and let her bake. Okay folks, here's our Dutch kettle already cooking. So we're going to let that go for probably about 40-45 minutes. Then we're going to check those meatloaf rolls. That is going to be some really good eating. Remember, you can season your meatloaf any way you want to. You can put anything you want to that you like in it, but garlic, salt, pepper, you know, peppers, onion, and some ketchup, kind of pretty much of a staple. So let's let it cook, and then we'll check them out here in about 45 minutes. Well folks, we've been cooking about 50 minutes. Let's take a look here and see how this is looking. I tell you what, we're close to being done. I can tell that one right there. Let's give it about another 10 minutes. What do you think? Okay, Luke, you're ready to
Fry these up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is going to be some tasty fish, man.
Oh yeah.
You can't beat fish cooked outdoors over a campfire, you know? I mean, it's just something about it, having a campfire going.
That's right. It's been too long since I've done this.
Yeah, well, it's in your blood, buddy. It's in your blood. All right.
That's a pretty good piece.
Yeah. And Luke, that fish is looking good, buddy.
It is looking good.
You betcha.
There we go.
Oh yeah, won't take it long, as hot as that fire. Of course, we have our B&B charcoal in the wood too, you know, the B&B wood.
That one's about done.
It won't, yeah, whenever you think it's right, it's right.
About right.
Look at that. Mmm.
Looks real good.
Oh yes. Okay. Luke, let's take the lid off of this. Okay. Let's call that meatloaf rolls. Rolls wrapped in bacon. I tell you what, that should be good. And as far as seasoning, you can use any kind of seasoning that you really like. kind of went over it a little bit earlier, but all kind of stuff in this. We'll test it out here, cut one of them, and check it out in a little bit. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, Luke, I tell you, how about cutting into that? Let's take a look at that.
Oh,
We haven't
it's very
officially
tender.
named it. Oh my goodness, slice another piece of that if you would. Look at that. That's bacon to baste it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Let's see, we can cut it right there.
Yeah, and then perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. That's going to be. Take a little, just a small sample.
Let's see how
what
it turned out.
Yeah. Just a little bite there, just a test. I think. What do you think? Well, huh?
Very good.
Okay. Oh yeah, get you some fish.
Load up the plate and some Best of Texas barbecue sauce.
Well, Best of Texas. That's what I eat on my fish too, buddy.
Oh yeah, and then a little bit of
Little
asparagus, of course.
Yeah.
Looking good.
I think we're going to be enjoying some good food right here.
I think so too.
Folks, this wraps it up. My grandson Luke here and I are about to wrap it up. We're going to chow down.
We
So
are.
we'll get on to the rest of our show.
A Sportsman's Life is also brought to you by Air Force Air Guns, AGM Global Vision, H3 Whitetail Solutions, Pyramid Air, Gear the Hunt, and Horizon Smokers.
Hot water, stripers go deep here at Lake Texoma. Hi, this is Captain Chris with Striper Express coming to you through a sportsman's life. Anyways, what is king in the deep water striper fishing on Lake Texoma? The slab, which is basically just a piece of lead with a hook on it in various different shapes and colors. But what's really important about this bait is not what brand of slab you have, it's more what slab you believe in and how you work it. Believe it or not, you will take these things and you will drop them as physically fast as you can let it fall while thumbing your spool down because they'll stutter. They'll catch it on the fall. So and then you rip it up as fast as you can. Sometimes we give cadences, 3 rips and a pause, 5 rips and a pause, stuff like that, shake it. But mainly it's all about speed and aggression. How fast can you move that bait without getting it to twirl and cause a reaction from the striper in the deep water. It's all about confidence, aggression, and finding the deep water schools. One thing that I've learned, when you're graphing them anywhere from 10, 15 foot down to about 40 foot down in that deep water, they will bite. When you're seeing them 45, 55 foot down, like a heart meter, keep moving. Find them higher in the water column when they're up and aggressive. That's your this week's tip. Summertime striper fishing Lake Texoma. Striper Express, Captain Chris. See you out there.
Conservation Today is brought to you by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com to find or sell your farm, ranch, or recreational property.
As we're walking, one of the things I want to do, I always do when I come out here, is look at the vegetation and see what the deer been eating on and see what's growing. One of the things that you can see here coming on, this is a little Mustang grapevine. There were, when I was a youngster, grew up Mustang grapes growing in every one of these trees. So it's just an opportunity to try to bring back. This is a native grape and it grows really well here.
I have a feeder that's about 125 yards away from camp. One little tip, always have your bow at ready because you never know what might show up at that feeder. Here, I was working on my tractor, looked up, and hogs were on their way in. Well, time to grab the bow and let's put a sneak on these guys. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. I've been collecting fishing lures since I was about 12 years old. Here are a couple of Granddad's old creek chub lures still in a box. Collecting these old fishing lures just brings back a lot of memories, and quite frankly, the ones that are a little scratched up, beat up, it's kind of fun to take them out fishing. Here we have a couple Hidden loony frogs and a couple of Hidden crazy crawlers that I've collected over the years. Just fun to get out and fish with some of them. Again, the ones that are a little more valuable, we keep hanging in display. Here are a couple of Victory bombers from the wartime. A little bit beat up, but a lot of fun to collect. And of course, a couple other bomber baits that I've had. Collecting lures is a whole heck of a lot of fun. Get out there and do some of that. It's just a fun hobby to get into. I even collect a few of the old novelty type lures.
Folks, I hope you enjoyed the show. That wraps it up for this week. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks to our sponsors, Gearhead Archery, Snaplock Hunting Blinds, Smokin' Tex Electric Smokers, TRHP Outdoors, and Ultramatic Feeders. Make sure and tune in next week for some more real-world outdoors.